is food lesson, children. Okay. In the first video, you learned different places, different food. Means in different places, according to the climate of that place, people eat different types of food. If it is hot, their food eating system is different, and if it is cold, their people eat different type of food, isn't it? So different places, different food you have learned. Then why do we need food? We need food for energy, to get the energy and to work, then to grow and to protect ourselves from the diseases, isn't it? I hope that is clear. Then next you learned about the sources of food. So which is the main source of food, children? Here you find that plant is the main source of food, isn't it? Then you learned about the process of photosynthesis, where plant use sunlight, water and carbon dioxide to make their own food, isn't it? That process is called as photosynthesis. Then next you learned about the herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous animals. What are herbivorous animals, children? Herbivorous animals are the animals which depend on plants. You can also say plant eating animals are called as herbivorous animals, isn't it? Then what are carnivorous? Carnivorous are the animals which eat the flesh of other animals. Okay, they are called as flesh eating animals also and carnivorous also. Then next, omnivorous animals which eat both plants and the flesh of other animals. Both are called as omnivorous. Means animals which eat plants also and flesh of other animals also are called as omnivorous. Okay. Today here we learn about the food chain, the food web, then how food reaches us. Okay. So let's start with the food chain first. What is food chain? A food chain describes how each living thing gets its food. In this food chain you will find that main source of food is plant, isn't it? All animals, all the living beings depend on plants for their food. Okay. Here this food chain will describe how each living being, every living organism need food to grow, isn't it? Then each living thing, how it will get its food. Okay. Here you will understand about the food chain. It involves a single path where one living organism eats another. Food chain means what? It involves a single path. This you should remember. Single path where it will be showing plant, then one animal eats plant, then other animal will eat that animal, isn't it? So this only single chain is called as food chain. It is a single path. It shows how each animal will be depending on one another. That is called as food chain, children. Now let's see about the food web, children. Okay. Here a food web shows how plants and animals are connected by different paths. I said food chain is a single path, means where you will see only one plant is eaten by the other animal and that animal is in turn eaten by the another living organism, isn't it? So that is called food chain. Here you see how plants and animals, with one plant that plant may be eaten by goat also, horse also, cow also, isn't it? Then other animals will eat those animals. So how plants and animals are connected by different paths. You see mice or rat, you will say. Rat is eaten by cat also, owl also, isn't it? That is called the food web, where you will find the different paths. One animal is eaten by many animals. Rat is eaten rat is eaten by owl, rat is eaten by cat also, isn't it? So different paths are there, that is called as food web. It consists of all food chains in a single ecosystem. 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 What do you mean by this ecosystem? All living organisms and our surrounding. Means in this living ecosystem you find all the living organisms. They are plants and animals, isn't it? Then our surrounding. What do you find in your surrounding, children? It's air, water, sunlight. Okay. Then carbon dioxide, oxygen. These all consist of our ecosystem. So here in the food web you find that it is the all the food chains it consists and in a single ecosystem. That is called as food web, children. Animals need energy in order to live. Some animals get their energy they need to live from plants, while some other animals get their energy from eating other animals, isn't it? Carnivorous. Then some animals eat both plants and animals. They are called as omnivorous. This food web shows all types of animals. All the living things in an ecosystem are the part of multiple food chains, not only single food chain. In food web you find multiple, means many food chains you will find. Every food chain carries energy and nutrients that moves through the ecosystem. Means one animal will eat plant, it doesn't mean that it will digest and it will finish there only. It will carry out the nutrients in its body. When the other animal will eat that herbivorous animals, then it will also get its nutrients in the form of flesh only, isn't it? So these nutrients are carried throughout this ecosystem. All these overlapping food chains form the food web. Overlapping means what? This many things you will find in one food web, isn't it? One animal is eaten by other animals, so it's called as overlapping. You find many of the chains with one animal, that is called as overlapping. So this is called as food web. For example, fertile soil helps in the growth of oats. Oats is a cereal, isn't it? Oats are eaten by mice. Mice are eaten by cats again. Cats die and aid in the growth of bacteria. When cats die, you find so many germs will be there on that, isn't it? So this leads to the bacteria. These bacteria returns nutrients to the soil. Again this you see, when fertile soil is there, then only plants will grow. Then last at the end of the time, when cats die, again these bacteria will return the nutrients to the soil only, isn't it? So this is how the ecosystem works. I hope it's clear. In this chapter you learned about the food. Okay, so here you learned about the food chain, which is a single path of the living organisms connected to plants. The next, food web. It is a path involving different paths involving plants and animals. This is all about the food web and food chain. Okay children, we'll meet in the next session. Till then, take care. Thank you.